So if you look on the screen right now, this is an item I dropship recently, and one of the issues that you'll get is this Amazon TBA tracking number. So if, for example, you're dropshipping that on Facebook Marketplace, how do you go about inputting that in Facebook Marketplace? You can't, because Facebook Marketplace only gives you the option to input UPS, FedEx, or the post office. So what you then need to do is you need to convert this Amazon tracking number into a tracking number that's going to that same exact city and state for that relative date. So for example, this one was already delivered, but just use your imagination here. Let's say hypothetically, because it is June 3rd, this was delivered yesterday. Let's say hypothetically, this is estimated to be delivered on June 5th, for example, right? And it's going to Philadelphia, PA. So what I would then do is, instead of, inputting the TBA tracking number, which I can't even do on Facebook Marketplace. So if this was going to Philadelphia, PA on June 5th, I can't input this into Facebook Marketplace. What I then do is I go to Track Taco right here. You buy tracking numbers, and then what you can do is you can input Philadelphia, PA, and you can see just how many of these I've used. Like, I've used so many of them. I think I still have 66 left, but if you buy a bunch of credits at once, it can be really, really cheap. I'm not sure the specific number on it. It can be as expensive, I believe, as like 75 cents all the way down to, I want to say, like 25 to 30 cents a tracking number if you buy them in bulk. I usually just buy 500 at a time, so I don't really have to worry about kind of constantly renewing them. So Philadelphia, PA, if this is going to Philadelphia, PA on the 5th, what I would then do is I'd want to mark it a day later, just in case it was a little slow. And also, you don't want to mark it on the same day, because for whatever reason, that tracking number shows delivered in the morning, but their tracking number is getting delivered the same day, but it gets delivered later. You don't want to run into an issue where the customer is questioning it and being like, hey, my thing showed up as delivered, but it's not here yet. So always go at least a day later, preferably even two. The only issue that you're going to face there is you're going to get your money a day or two later when the tracking number is actually delivered instead of the actual package. But if they receive their package first and the tracking number shows a day later that it's delivered or two, they're not even going to pay attention to it, number one. Most people won't even realize. And even if they do, they're still going to be happy because they got their package faster than they expected to. So if this was coming on the 5th to Philadelphia, PA, I input Philadelphia, PA here. I put the 6th because it's a day later, so I'll go 6th to 7th, and then I'll wait for it to pop up with the estimated available tracking numbers. It found 4,000 between FedEx and UPS together. I click Get Tracking Number. I wait for it to generate that tracking number to Philadelphia, PA on, if we click the UPS tracking number right here, it's going to show me when it's delivered, and it should say the 6th or the 7th. This is coming on the 7th. So perfect. Then I would copy this tracking number. I would input it into Facebook Marketplace on that order. And now I have a tracking number that's going to that city, that state, estimated slightly later than the actual item is getting there. The customer's happy. I'm happy because I don't have to run into an issue where I can't input that tracking number and I get the order canceled. And obviously the platform's happy because it looks like you're inputting tracking numbers on time and you don't run into any issues, okay? So that's the first way to do it, is you want to convert Amazon TBA tracking numbers into Track Taco tracking numbers, which then generate you a UPS or a FedEx tracking number to that city and state on that estimated delivery date. Now, the second way that I use this is when I'm marking orders fake ship. If, for example, you run into an issue where somebody orders an item and it's out of stock on your supplier's website and you can't find that item on any other website for whatever reason, and you need to obviously mark it shipped or cancel it, if you want to protect your cancellation rate, and you don't want to, cancel a bunch of orders, one of the ways that you can do it is mark it fake shipped. So for example, let's say this customer where you can't find the item has an address in Columbus, Ohio. Well, then you'd come to Track Taco, you generate an address to Columbus, Ohio, on whatever date. It doesn't really matter because you're not actually ordering this product. It's not actually coming. And so what would happen is you generate a tracking number to Columbus, Ohio. You input that fake tracking number, which obviously doesn't have a corresponding product with it because you didn't actually order that product. And then the customer is going to see that the item was delivered, and they're going to obviously message you, and then you can go about refunding them and apologizing to them. So I'll go ahead and I'll refund them when they reach out typically, and I'll say something along the lines, as well as give them the screenshot of the refunded order, as somehow this got delivered to the wrong address. I'm currently on the phone with FedEx or UPS trying to figure out exactly what happened, but I've gone ahead and issued you a full refund on your order. Sorry for the inconvenience, okay? And so basically what you're doing is you're saying, like, FedEx or UPS lost the package. You're trying to follow it up, but you're taking ownership of it and you're issuing them a full refund. Very rarely do I run into somebody that has a major issue with this. Most people just say, okay, thanks, can I reorder? And then you can either say at that point, like, hey, you don't have any more. You'll let them know when you get more in stock. Or yes, you can reorder if for whatever reason it's been like a week since, you tried to order it last time and the tracking number, the fake tracking number, was marked delivered and they're reaching out to you. And then by that time it might be back in stock, and then you can go ahead with their order and send them another one, right? Or if it even comes back in stock, then you can just simply say to them, like, instead of saying refund them, you can just simply say, like, hey, this got delivered to the wrong address. I'm currently on the phone with UPS or FedEx trying to figure out exactly what happened, but I'm going ahead and expediting you another one. Just, it's kind of like a fancy way of saying, like, I'm express shipping it, even though you might not be. And then when that happens, you can order them another one and then send them and message them the new tracking number. So that's the second way, market fake ship. That's basically how you can approach it that way. Now, another reason that you might want to use this is if, like I said, it's out of stock, or if for whatever reason the price was raised significantly on your supplier's website and now you're losing a significant amount of money. So in my experience, like if I'm losing $5 to $10 here or there, like it's rare. What I'll do is I'll send it out anyway, and then I'll just mark my price up manually. If I'm losing like 20 or more, often I won't even ship that. I'll just fake ship it. I'll raise my price and then worry about it with future orders.